Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up. All week. And the Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Jaguars offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackle is made after the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. They give it to him again. Damn. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sticks it in his belly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, when I was in Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoot, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Movement here from the tight end. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The run up the middle here, looking for a pass to the end zone. He pushes it forward.
Yeah, I get to
and with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down,
too antsy.
3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set
Oh,
up
hell
the
yeah.
touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to...
Oh, what are you doing, 30? Oh, get the ball. Hell yeah.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance.
36 was running with a cylinder block tied to his leg.
Second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness. We want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security.
Dude, that guy had an explosive cut.
Elementary school, when you learn how to cover the points of the football, they got to do a better job taking care of the football.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The give to the fullback. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They move the tight end all over.
Nope.
They'll go to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's looking deep. And it's caught.
Oh, come on.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays.
Just toasting one of my best cornerbacks, 98 speed. Yeah, okay.
Set up in the red zone.
Cool story.
Arizona in a hurry. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run.
Dude, what the hell's going on?
Bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Should have goal lined him.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
I thought maybe they'd try to pass it.
3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he'll get it up to the 38.
What?
It'll be a first down.
That has got to be
Jesus.
demoralizing.
Well, they're trying some shit this game.
They just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open runner ahead. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for
Get
the
there.
end zone.
Oh.
And swatted down by the
That was
defense to
weight.
stop the scoring opportunity.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right.
Man, that's
Kind
one
of
you
close
expect him to
anyway.
make in his
Too
sleep, right?
close.
He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Jaguars have taken it inside the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
And the Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Handoff to the fullback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score and they need 1 more yard. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the ground game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work.
Shit.
Working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete.
God,
They
he
make
looks
the
slow.
stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass.
Damn it, Chris.
Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Oh, yeah.
He'll just keep slinging it.
Jeez!
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I do suck.
Finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lopez to pass. Finds his target
Ooh,
down
he
the
just
middle.
missed me.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Arizona right back to the line. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the play fake. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved.
Yeah. Just gonna have to roll the dice.
There are many different playmakers all over the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lopez wants to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Smashes through. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
How are we doing at the break? Not better at all, huh, dude? Douche.
7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw.
Woo!
Got it in the middle, it's Baker. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Quarterback checking the play. Lopez to pass.
Oh, God.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the
Failed
defense isn't
life
quitting.
on
They're
that
obviously
one.
down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time
Jesus.
left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds his big tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to throw on second down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, the defense holds.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Lopez wants to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The give to the fullback. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Movement here from the tight end.
Nope.
Leaves it with the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Oh, hell. Wrong button.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
South Alabama.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Lopez to pass.
Oh, I
And he
still pressed the wrong
needed to
button.
Hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And how about this
Wow.
offense? They're not worried
So
about the
sharp,
clock.
Chris.
They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And that's another South Alabama.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here comes the option. He'll toss it.
God.
And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Baker. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Knocked down for the tackle. Timeout on the field.
Just trying to get stats on me?
Left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He'll set up to throw. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you,